Welcome. I am Jonna, but you can call me JJ, and I am super excited because today we are going to be talking about something that is very dear to my heart, or maybe my head, because we're actually going to be talking about short hairstyles. I get stopped all the time by people asking me questions about my short hairstyles. How long have you had short hair? Is it hard to maintain? Just all of these questions. And today we are going to give you the answers to those. Hey everybody, as I mentioned, we are here today with a very special interview, and I'm not going to go farther. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, I'm Harper, and we're at Canvas Beauty Company in Ormond Beach, Florida.
Now, we're here with Harper today because we're going to talk about short hairstyles. And Harper, you are a short hairstyle specialist. What makes you that? Tell me about your background.
It kind of started when I was in beauty school because I was required to take a barbering class.
Okay.
Barbering, everyone thinks that's men's cuts, and while that's true, it also is just about the structure and balance of shorter haircuts, but learning about the foundation of shorter cuts and what makes a man's cut different than a woman's cut, it kind of made me great at pixies. Not to not to boost myself up too much, but I learned so much about how to make a shortcut feminine and fun and soft because I learned the opposite. Changed my whole career, and then taking classes with pixie specialists from there, and just...
I think that's fantastic. So what's your favorite thing about being a stylist?
I love when people come in and they want to change. Your hair corresponds with your life. When women cut their hair, they're about to make big changes in their life, especially when it's a drastic cut from like longer hair to shorter hair. But also, I love pixies because you have to have a certain level of self-confidence to carry that. And I just love when women sit in my chair and they're just like, yes, I'm awesome and I can rock short hair and it's a fashion statement.
It's kind of interesting that you say that because I think I was, maybe 21 the first time I cut my hair short, and it took me years to get used to it.
Really?
Because I think we are told as women that in order to be beautiful, you have to have long hair. And it's just this common conception. You don't see very many short-haired models. You don't see very many short-haired actresses. It's always long-haired. When you hear songs, it's all about long hair. And so when I first cut my hair short, it took me about 2 years to get used to it because I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Does this look okay? I don't know. I had a very hard time adjusting to it. In this salon, it's owned by Casey.
Yes.
And I know that Casey really promotes continuing education. You guys are always going to different hair shows and different things like that. So, you don't just stop once you get out of beauty school.
No, not at all. And Casey works for Moroccan Oil. She's an educator and everyone thinks it's just shampoo and conditioner, but it's hair cutting, it's bridal styling, it's everything.
Oh, see, I don't even think I knew that. Well, you had actually hit on one of the things I wanted to talk about is you had mentioned that women, when they're getting ready to do short hair, it's always because of something big. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this interview when we're doing it, because it's going to come out on January 4th, 2024. And so to me, it's kind of new year, new you, new hair. And
Yes.
do you feel like there's like a season for short hair like that?
Absolutely. I would say it goes around the new year, but I also think birthdays, I know that's not really on everyone's calendar, but I feel like around birthdays, people make a big change. Women, you're stepping into a whole new year, a whole new you, and I think that's a big one.
So what are some of the short hair trends that are going to be coming down the line in 2024?
So, I think there's going to be a lot more just really short micro bobs.
Okay.
I think there's going to be a lot more pixies that are very soft and kind of almost on the like fringy, almost like, how do I explain, like very soft side.
Okay.
I think everyone in this new year in 2024 is going to be embracing just their natural texture in pixies and just soft, even curly. And I hope to see some curly like shags, and some little like micro shags. I'm all about that.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we just came out of an era of edgy cuts.
Yes.
And so now you're kind of feeling like people are leaving the edge part behind and embracing the softness of these cuts a little more.
Yeah. I think women in general are really going to start embracing their softness, you
Okay.
know?
So do you think anyone can wear short hair? Like, can you pick anyone out of the street and find them the right short haircut?
I think there's a short haircut for everybody. And I think everyone at some point in their life should rock a pixie.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because that's one of the things that people often tell me when they stop me is they'll say, oh, I love your hair, but I can't do short hair. And you're saying that's not the case.
I don't think so. Just finding the right one.
Communication is so important in any relationship, but especially with a stylist. What can we as clients do to communicate more effectively with our stylist?
Pictures.
Okay.
Pictures go a long way. When you're comfortable with a stylist and you can build the haircut together piece by piece. So, hey, how do you like your nape? Okay, as we move towards the ears, how should we do the ears, the hair of the ears? Do you like layers? And just talking about it piece by piece and not being afraid to be honest and ask questions. I love questions. Ask all the questions.
So, but what if somebody doesn't have a stylist yet and they say, oh, Harper, I love everything you're saying. I want to cut my hair off, but I don't have a stylist that does short hair. How do you find that person?
Well, they're just going to have to buy a plane ticket, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's a great place to live. Everybody should come here.
You used to go to salons and they had a portfolio on the coffee table or somewhere that you could look at their work. But now I feel like it's on Instagram. Instagram is a huge.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's the biggest platform. Walk in somewhere, be like, hey, does anyone in here like short haircuts? Does anyone like to do pixies? And just asking. I think, asking a friend, getting a referral, but definitely specifying, saying, I'm looking for a pixie cut or something short. Is that something you're comfortable with?
So if a gal is thinking about going from long hair to short hair, what are some things that she should consider when she's thinking about what style to get?
Think about it for 3 to 5 days. Give it a week. Talk to your friends. Just play with the idea. Take into consideration your lifestyle, how much time and effort you want to put into a style, just to consider so you can pick the best haircut that's easy to maintain and, looks best on you.
It's funny you say that because I had a misconception, and I think a lot of people do, that they think short hair is easier. And truly it's kind of not, because when you have long hair, you throw it up in a ponytail. Any hat can go with it. Whereas with short hair, I can only wear certain hats. It depends on what style I'm in, and certain hairstyles that I have require more maintenance than others. So what do you think is the most low maintenance haircut?
I think a micro bob, like something like chin length, is
Okay.
always cute. I think that's nice and easy because it grows out soft. And you can let it go for a while and it's not going to look undone. But I also think just like not too far off from where you're at,
Well,
Truly, right?
The first time I cut my hair short, when I went into the stylist, I rode a lot of motorcycle then, as I do now. And so I went in, and my hair was really long. And as a stylist, it's got to be nerve wracking when someone comes in with long hair and says, "Cut this off." You're probably like,
Yes.
So I did. I come in and I said, I want a no fuss hairstyle that when I take my helmet off, it will still look good. And ironically, the woman that was doing my hair was a motorcyclist.
Yes.
And
Love
so
it.
she gave me my first pixie.
Yes.
And it did. I would take my helmet off and run my fingers through it, and
Yeah.
it was great. So it really did fit my
Easy
lifestyle.
peasy.
But it seems like a lot of women give up on short hair pretty quickly. Why do you think that is?
Maybe it's
Okay.
not the right short haircut for them because maybe they're putting too much. It's like, oh, this takes too much to style. Not knowing how to style like pixies,
Yes. So as women, we are kind of programmed to feel bad or feel guilt. And I hate that, but it's true, right? That's what we do as women. We feel bad about things. And I know that I have had bad haircuts where I haven't gone back and said
no.
anything because I feel bad. I'm like, oh, I don't want to tell her or him that I don't like this haircut. How do you react when someone comes and says, I don't like my haircut? What can you do?
I would definitely ask them, what parts didn't you like?
Okay.
I like to start my haircuts with when someone sits in my chair, what did you love about your last haircut? Whether it was with me or somebody else. What did you not like? What can we change to maybe make it different and to make you feel more comfortable with your haircut? So I want them to love it. So what can we do to make you love your haircut?
if it's a haircut that you've given and they come back, do you feel upset? Are you offended? Are you, I mean, is that just us putting this on ourselves?
It is 100% us. It's just part of the job.
Harper and I, when I first met her, I had a very short, edgy, as I mentioned, haircut that we are trying to grow out into a bob, just because my lifestyle where it is right now, I don't have time for something short, edgy, undercut, and so we're trying to go more into a bob that will give me a little more freedom in how I style it and how often I have to come back. So the last time I got my hair cut, then I came in and I told Harper, I said, okay, this is what I do like. I said, I love the way this is doing this right here. What I don't like is I feel like I've got a tail back here. And she was able to just go ahead and adjust that according to what I had told her. Again, going back to how important communication is with your stylist.
Even if someone comes in every 4 weeks, 5 weeks on the dot, hormones change, the climate changes, I mean, your lifestyle changes, and every time you sit in the chair, it should only get better.
But if somebody has short hair and they decide they want to grow it out or they want to go into a longer short hairstyle, how can they do that more effectively? I mean, I know there's still going to be frustrating parts, but what advice do you have for those people?
Hair accessories. 100% hair accessories. Play with some clips, even if they're little clips. Do little twists in your hair. Headbands. I love headbands while hair grows out. Perfect. No one's looking at your hair in the awkward stage. You're looking at your cute headband.
Right.
You know? And just sticking with it. Because your hair, on average, grows about a half an inch every month. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Stick through it.
So how important are styling products when dealing with short hair?
The right styling products will 100% make or break a haircut.
And that's part communication too, like we talked about. So if I'm having a difficult time with my hair, that's part of the conversation we should be having is what am I putting on it too then, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there anything else that our viewers should know about getting a short hair style, maintaining a short hairstyle, growing anything short hair related?
Find a stylist that you're comfortable with. Communicate with them that you want to go shorter. Explore different options. Don't be dead set on one thing and kind of just explore everything and ask them, what would look best on me and my features. Get input from your friends and family and don't be afraid. Jump in. Just everyone should rock short hair at least once in their life.
And I can attest to that. As I said, I cut my hair short the first time when I was 21, and I'm 46 now. So it's been 25 years of short hair. I've gone long a couple times in between there, but it's something that once you do it, you kind of get addicted to it, and I don't know if I can ever grow it out again. Yep. Well, Harper, thank you so much for enlightening everybody today, and I appreciate you talking with us.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here, and shoot me an Instagram message if you need any inspiration or if I can help you find a stylist in your area that works with pixies. Reach out to me at Harper Does My Hair or Canvas Beauty Company, and we'll find you a perfect stylist and a great haircut.
All right. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button because you are not going to want to miss a single video that I have coming your way.